Hi everybody and welcome to Mr. Magic. Today I'm going to be running a Simic Value Engine of Degenerate quality, Kodama of the East Tree and Sakashima of the Thousand Faces. I'm going to try to drop my hand every turn.
I'm Mrs. Magic playing with Krenko Mob Boss to make lots of goblins.
I am playing the Witherbloom store-bought deck.
Alright.
With Essence Seer, Willow Dusk, the Essence Seer.
What does that do, by the way?
Tap one, tap this, choose another target creature, put a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the amount of life you gained this turn or the amount of life you've lost this turn, whichever is greater. Activate only as a sorcery.
Okay.
Which is the biggest downfall of this deck, is that
Yeah,
sorcery.
that's sorcery.
And then I'll be playing Kyler Seagarden Emissary and dropping a lot of cheap humans.
I was about to ask, is that the tribal humans?
Oh yeah.
It is indeed.
Tribal humans where Kyler needs to die. That was the conversation we had.
Yeah.
Kyler
Actually,
needs to
in
die.
both of the decks we're versing, they do approximately the same thing. We have to kill their commanders before they get too big. At least once. It slows them down a little bit.
Yep.
Because if not, we don't have a chance.
Yep, and I just don't run a lot of removal in anything I build. I think it's part of the psychology of the way I play Magic. I'm like, I don't really want you to mess with what I'm doing, and so I'm not going to mess with your stuff. But then nobody else really thinks that way. They all mess with my stuff.
I was going to say, that sounds like you are left with not having any stuff.
I rolled 11.
And everyone else does.
Yep.
I rode 4. Ooh, I'm not going first this turn.
14.
Again, a 14 again.
20.
Well, that's exactly what happened last time.
All right. Turn 1 will be a forest. We'll pass the turn.
Oh, excuse me.
I
I've got
will
Mountain Dew and coffee if anyone wants
drop
something.
forest
I brought
and pass
water,
the
but
turn.
I appreciate it.
I've also got one.
Pass the turn, babe.
If you want the one.
Okay, and that's a new card I haven't seen yet. And if I don't get mana, I'm going to be redoing this again.
Excuse me.
I am not confident about this hand.
Neither am
Play
I.
those to you.
I also am not.
What can you do?
Alright. Herman, draw.
I need to draw land. That's the position.
I need to quit drawing land.
I also need to draw land. This is the only colored land I have. And it's a gingerbread cabin.
Still don't like that one.
Can I read your gingerbread cap? I'd like to see what it is that has upset
I will
Norm so
drop a
badly.
plains.
Oh, it doesn't do anything.
And I'll be playing Mask of Avison. Turns out I do have some protection in here for
Oh yeah, it's looking bad. Now we're going to have to get rid of that.
and I will pass.
Man.
Yep.
Quick creature get hexproof. Gotcha. Draw for turn. Great. I'm okay. And pass the turn.
Playing for the mountain. Tapping both of those for Warren Instigator. So, yes. Sorry, can't read the card, but you guys probably know what it
Double
is.
strike. Whenever Warren Instigator deals damage to an opponent, you may put a goblin creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. So he's got like goblin, wizard, etc. better.
Yep, he's a good one. And he's cheap.
What's the power and toughness on that?
He's
It's
a
a
1/1, I think.
Play this to you then.
Okay, I'm going to play Rogue's Passage. And then use those two to play Talisman of Resilience. Resilience.
Resilience.
Got it. It's a mana
So
rock.
say it a couple times.
And I'm done.
Alrighty. I will drop a forest and be done.
I will draw for turn. I will drop a forest. I will tap 3 for Gift of the Gargantuan. I'll look at the top 4 cards of my library, reveal a creature and or land card from among them, put the revealed cards into my hand, put the rest on the bottom of my library in any order. I'm going to reveal a Thornwood Falls. Put 3 on the bottom of my library. Gift of the Gargantuan goes to the graveyard. Pass the turn.
Mountain's turn. That's so quiet in here.
You're the only only one that has stuff out, and it's pretty decent. So we're all waiting to see how our fate, turns out.
I am thinking. I've got
Krenko
several
deck is no joke.
options.
I was hoping, Michael, that you would bring your slivers
Why didn't you tell me?
because you don't
I have
answer.
over 50 decks, so it's. Oh, that's true. I didn't. I did look at it.
You don't answer when I
I
communicate
always
with you.
am working when you do it, and by the time that's over, I'm not thinking about, okay, what text did I miss during work today? I'm thinking, let's go home and eat and relax.
Eat is a good thing. Speaking of eat, does anybody want to get pizza later?
We probably actually have to go after this game.
Copy.
I'm gonna tap. I just need to decide who I'm going to hurt.
Well, I guess depending how fast it is, if we lose to this goblin deck in turn 4, I wouldn't mind playing another one, but if we
Does
actually...
anybody have blockers?
Nope, no one does.
No blockers. Oh boy, who do I choose? Which one am I gonna hit?
And she's gonna dump goblins on.
I vote Norm. Just saying. It's just not there.
I'll hit Norm. I'm less
much
intimidated
is
by
it?
him. It's just one.
It's,
Oh, Devil Strike. It
Double
is too.
strike.
Also, you get to drop 2 goblins.
Yep.
Oh, 2?
Yep.
Well, he hits twice.
Yep. He's
I
dealing
see.
2 rounds
That
of
is
combat
very
damage.
cool. Well, let's see. Do I have to play it if I have it, or
You
I
may.
think it's a May trigger.
It sure is.
I'm sorry. So that
Is it a May or?
Yep, says May,
okay.
so you don't have to. But you can.
I'm thinking I want.
So what's that one?
It's Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. He's a 2/3, but he gives other goblins +1/+1.
And pay 1, tap him. He deals damage equal to the number of goblins you control this turn to any target. He is is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Little D&D contribution
Mm-hmm.
to the goblins.
Yep.
Good.
Oh,
Still got mana.
I think that card was a gift, actually. I think Trevor Collins gave me that card.
should have
It
played
came
this
up
beforehand, and I
in the
forgot, so I'm
forgotten
just gonna let
realms.
it go. But I'm gonna pay 3 for Raid Bombardment. Excuse me.
Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, this deals 1 damage to the player that creature is attacking. Still
And-
add 1.
Now that goes to you.
Alright. Playing Myriad Landscape tap, and then playing Gift of Paradise on this and gaining 3 life. And I'm done.
I'm going to drop a plains. And I will pass the turn.
Alright. Untap. Draw. Thornwood Falls enters tapped. I'm going to tap 3 for Shardless Agent, which has Cascade. I'm flipping for either 2 or 1.
Or 0.
This is true. I don't think there's any.
There's 2.
Oh, yep. Explore. May play an additional land this turn. Draw a card.
Yeah. And
Does. Let's see.
Cascade, I believe, goes to the bottom.
All right. Yeah, it'll go to the bottom.
And I don't think it's a random order.
No, I think it's.
What is it,
I think
Rebecca?
it's in the order
Yep,
that it was.
in the order it was. I
So
believe.
there's the bottom. And then let me see if I have.
No.
Don't have a land. I draw a
It's
card.
upstairs and watch the movie. We'll call you down soon.
Explore goes to the graveyard. And
Just start getting some creatures, or I am screwed.
I'm in the same
Play.
boat.
Yeah, play passes to you.
I don't have a single creature in my hand. How are you doing?
I got creatures in my hand.
Oh, that's neat.
If I can draw.
I just need a creature. Even if it has 0 abilities, it can even be a 0/1. I don't care. I just need a creature.
Tapping 4 for Krenko.
I need to put a mirror box in this deck. I made this deck before Neon Dynasty dropped, and there's no mirror box in there.
Keep doubling the goblins.
It's
Excuse me.
got haste.
Oh, I keep forgetting that I can't do him yet. When we first started playing with him, it was on the next person's turn. You thought I could tap it
Yep.
then, so
But it has to come back
I
around
keep
to
doing
your
that. I do not have this. Let's see. With blockers.
I have one.
Not I as well.
Yeah. I'll hit each of you two with 2.
2.
Alright.
Or-
So you each take 2 damage.
Okay.
Take this to you.
Do you have goblins to drop up a Warren Instigator?
Yeah.
You have 2 triggers there.
I'm
Good,
hanging
so
on
good.
to the one goblin I
I know.
have at least for now.
Like at some point when I'm ready to drop another $90 into that deck, I'll get a Goblin Wizard, but
Which one's the Goblin Wizard?
he's from like the dark. He's really, really old. And I think you tap him to put a goblin into play from your hand.
Okay.
Okay.
Had to get this roll.
Let's see. Not super great.
Elizabeth, there's a stool upstairs.
Yeah, it should be one next to the bed.
Just please put it back when you're down in bed.
Uh-huh.
Hard to get into.
I have to play my commander just so I can get a block route. I will then have to use. So before that, playing the land. Because I don't want to lose 1 life yet. And then use that land. And 2 green. To play him. I am done.
Alright. I'm going to drop a forest. And I suppose I will bide my time here. I'm done.
Not risking it. I'm gonna wait till you have a little extra mana, that way you can protect it right away.
Draw a card.
Perhaps.
That's my assumption.
Wasn't
We'll
there
see.
We're allowed to
really
have assumptions.
We will see
what
how
I
it plays out there.
tapping 1
I've got a minion now.
for Soul
that?
Ring.
I've got a minion now I can block with.
Oh.
actually the only reason I played my commander is because I don't have any creatures in my hand. And I was like, I need somebody to intimidate some people here.
I'm going to tap a total
How
of
big is he?
5 for the
3/3.
Prophet of Krufix. Untap all my creatures
Ooh, yeah.
and lands during every other player's untap step, and I can play creature cards as though they had flash. So
Oh yeah,
that
it's a good one.
Norm, I'm going to hit you for 2.
Yours looks different than mine. I think I have some
Alrighty.
weird, probably store-bought deck or promo one or something.
Is it my turn?
Yep, play passes to you.
Mine doesn't look anything like that, and I think yours is the original, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think it is. So mine must not be.
I have promo cards are just cool. Like I have, I think it's in here. I have an Etrata the Silencer that
I don't think I have.
that's the promo art.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
And then I have the other ones in a binder upstairs.
I have a couple of these. I've been tinkering with how to build a deck with it.
You go Satoru Yumizawa to give her, and I looked up the ruling on this. So you go Satoru Yumizawa, and you, let's say she's on the field. She attacks, she can't be blocked. After combat damage is applied, but but still during the attack step, she's done damage. You exile the card, you put the hit counter on it, and then you ninjutsu her back to your hand.
Okay, it's the
And at
ninjutsu.
the end of the combat step, she is not found on the battlefield.
Right,
So
mine uses all instants and sorceries.
Right,
that,
to
or
pull her
instants,
back.
I mean, that return.
Right,
And
to
that's,
pull her back.
You know, so I can keep it out there.
So this deck is like Demir Mill right now.
Oh, neat.
Um,
How you doing over there?
I made 3 more goblins. And then, let's see.
I don't trust all these goblins over here.
I don't have her mana. I'm at 6 right now.
Oh yeah, during
That's-
her untap step. Sorry, I was talking, so I wasn't. I'm doing stuff on her turn, by the way.
At least creatures.
Yep.
And instants, I
Um,
guess.
Kodama on during her turn, and
Do you have blockers, Sam?
I do, and I'm about to get more. Equal or lesser converted
Norm, do you
mana
have
cost.
blockers?
I have no blockers.
Okay, then I'm going to hit you with a total of 4.
I'll take another 4.
Let's see.
Uh,
Power of 2 or less attacks. Raid bombardment deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that creature is attacking.
So
there's 1
5.
more.
so I did.
And then I'm probably going to regret this. I wanted to wait until I had another card, but off of him I'm going to play Muxus Goblin Randy. Will you read that so I don't have to?
So,
Oh, yeah.
Muxus ETB, reveal top 6 cards of your library, put all goblin creature cards with converted mana cost 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Whenever Muxus attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each other goblin you control.
I wanted to wait until I got Goblin Recruiter,
Recruiter.
but I can't get him and I'm probably going to
Yep.
lose him if I don't play him. So,
Oh yeah. I mean, you can't rely on one card in the deck. Well,
No.
technically you have a tutor in there probably with that goblin, what is it?
Matron.
Fairmother? Matron. I knew it was
So-
Fairmother. Well, like,
Goblin Pile Driver.
Right.
That's 2 cards. 3, 4,
ooh, rough.
5,
6.
6. Yep, I only got 1 Goblin card out of
That
Oh,
is
that's rough. So on her turn, I'm tapping 6 for Kodama. Kodama's trigger is going to put Emoti the Calibrant Bounty onto the battlefield, and I'm going to cascade for something 4 or less.
Hold up. Does Kodama do it to himself? Because I think it says when another, doesn't it?
Oh, yep, right. I'm sorry. My bad.
I just wanted to stop you before I
Nope,
got too
you're
far
good.
before I
You're
finished
good,
reading
you're good.
it.
I'm used to having both Kodama and Sakashima.
Oh yeah,
bundled.
I know you are.
And then,
I know you are. I'm waiting. I'm trying to hold it off as long as possible.
don't worry, on your untapped step.
Yeah, exactly.
then I'll
Like
get
I said, I'm just trying to hold it off as long as possible.
That goes to you.
On my untap step. There you go, sir.
Yep. So you go ahead. I'm shuffling my library because I started to cast.
Oh, at the end of yours, I'm doing the mirrored landscape. I should have been on that. I am getting to. I'll go with whatever go first. So green it
Excuse
is.
me.
Green was quick.
Green.
I didn't even think
Green,
about it or I would
green
have
is
been
the
prepared.
good color.
Yeah, well, it's either that or black. I got plenty of that too. Also, I have a land search in my hand, so it's going to even it out anyway.
There's like, I mean, there's just a little bit of Timmy in me. This is my Timmy deck. Can I play the highest CMC in my hand? Yep, play
Yep,
it.
sure can.
What? I get marginal benefits for that? Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. During your untap step.
Right now, it on tap.
I'm untapping stuff.
And I draw my card. Another land. Still don't have a creature. Super exciting. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yep, yeah, that's pretty neat. Want to play Well of Lost Dreams? I think. Yep.
Remind me about Well of Lost Dreams.
Whenever I gain life, I may pay X, where X is the amount of life, and I can draw X cards.
Sweet.
I'm actually going to be playing this Jungle Hollow Tap and gaining life and tapping mana to draw 1 card. That's why I'm choosing that first. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to play that. Play this, gain the life, tap 1 for it
Elizabeth,
to draw a
what's
card.
up that?
And
Go down
that's
here.
pretty much it. And the things I'm allowed to do.
All right. I'm doing stuff on your turn. So I'm going to tap. Total of 4 for Sakashima of 1,000 Faces. And
Now you can do all your stuff.
Yep, and
Just set her
then
down.
Toski
Go ahead.
and
Him.
Beast Whisperer. They're bouncing back and forth.
You weren't happy up there.
What's that?
Flip-flop those.
What's that?
Poke
You wanna
Daddy.
flip-flop those?
Sure.
Let's draw a card.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, it doesn't because it's cast.
It's a cast trigger.
Right.
It's a cast trigger. And then
If you go back
So
upstairs,
those
you have to
are-
be quiet.
those are both 4 drops.
Okay, she can go back up with you.
All right, that's got
Close the
me,
door. I don't want her up there with the door open.
that's got me out for that turn. All right,
Are you ending your turn?
I'm done with Michael's turn.
Sorry.
This is the best thing this deck has ever done. I've never actually played Prophet of Krufix.
Well, then I apologize because now
You're about to board wipe.
it is time. I will be playing Vanquish the Horde and destroying all creatures.
Oh,
Yes!
Oh man.
Mind you,
I don't have a single creature in my hand, so I
it
don't care.
doesn't count
Let me
goblins,
see.
does it?
Let me see if I have a response.
I won't be getting
Um,
Toski. I
yeah,
will
Toski
respond
stays
by
alive.
playing anybody.
So I do get to untap on your untap step, and I'm thinking about whether or not I have a response.
I can't think of too many options that are in your colors that could help you right now.
Right.
He's not good.
Yeah, you don't get Toski.
Oh, heroic intervention could. You got that?
No, I don't think so.
Then you're
So
probably
that's
screwed.
all dead. I get to keep Toski.
Hey, I'm pretty excited that you don't have a huge field right now.
Where'd my...
Mm.
That is, oh, there's my
Probably not, as excited as you are about losing them. But it's some.
And then I'll be done.
Also, is this
Okay.
shiny?
After...
Like,
Is it what?
Is
So
this
I'm still on
holographic?
your turn.
Is this a holographic
I'm
goblin
gonna
token
tap.
right now?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
It's looking pretty holographic, and also it is. Where did you get this token?
So I subscribe to Mystery Magic Crates, and they sent me the whole contents of the Valentine's Day Goblin Secret Lair drop. So
this is in there?
I got the Rabble Master. I got all the tokens, the candy and flowers tokens that they did for that Valentine's Day, and so that was cool. Anyways, on your turn, tapping for 5 for Emoti the Celebrant Bounty.
How? Yeah.
Because
Vince is dead.
Unless you'd like to do that before.
And then sack, or then board wipe
it
it.
gets destroyed too.
So, nope.
It would resolve first.
Nope. You're right. I forgot. I lost Flash. I had momentum going. Thank you for calling it. All right. Anyways, beginning of my turn.
Yeah, now you actually get to play your normal turn.
Yeah. Draw a card.
You made it all the way around, with that.
There you go.
What is it?
No, I had my commander out for a split second. Kind of see what was going on, you know.
I might have been able to win.
Oh yeah, you were getting close.
We hadn't wiped
I was
it.
just waiting. I've started with that in my hand. So,
All right.
So
Now I'm
at
tapping.
At some
Get big
point,
enough
I'm
to
gonna
look
need this.
cheap. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm tapping 5 for Emoti Celebrant Bounty, and flipping
Great.
for target creature you control gains vigilance, trample to another turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So does anybody have a creature left?
No.
I do
not.
You also do not have to play that. You may.
Okay.
If it's cascade, anyway.
Let's see.
Yeah, it is.
So, okay. Anyways, there's that.
Are you
Are you
playing
playing
it?
it?
No.
Then it goes back
Go
to the
back
top
to
of your or
Bottom?
Bottom.
Okay.
Okay, I gotcha.
All right. Then who's got blockers?
No one.
Nah.
Fine. Norm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get him.
I just like to say, Michael, I haven't played a single.
I know,
creature.
I just-
Death by squirrel.
Hey,
27, and
Hey.
everybody's still at starting life total.
I'm 1 up,
Right.
and I was attacked. I was just more up.
Land for turn.
Also, I don't even have a
Ponder's
creature.
campus.
You have played one though.
My commander.
Play pass.
You could have. You chose not to because you were going to wipe it.
Right.
Which was the whole thing I said. You're not going to play it until you can protect it. And wiping it's not protecting it.
Sure enough.
So very
Oh,
Doesn't
exciting.
change the fact
I
that
shouldn't have played Muxus yet.
Just because you haven't
I'm
played
at
one, do
27.
you have a creature in your hand?
yeah, you have one.
Right. So that was your choice not to play
Oh,
anything.
yeah, I'm not gonna vanquish the horde on myself.
I can't. I don't own a creature in my hand. Oh, I drew
Also,
one
I
last
do
turn.
believe the film will verify that you suggested attacking me first.
I did.
I'm just
For that
saying
reason.
that Norm, I don't think I did anything to you until Toski hit
This is
you.
true. This is true.
And you provoked that. You cannot deny.
I did not target anybody.
You cannot deny that.
You're right. You didn't.
that-
so
that-
everyone
It
hates
was
you,
very
not just one
across the
person.
Death by squirrel is entirely warranted based on
Yeah,
what
I'll
you
accept
said.
Toski.
How much does
That's
this cost
sure.
now?
He's been played once, so
Two
it
extra.
costs 6 now.
Let me think.
Also, I only said that once. After that, everyone else had creatures that you chose not to play, and that's why you got attacked again.
I think I still would have been
You
attacked.
left yourself open.
You think so? You were wide open.
Tapping 6 for
No,
Warstorm.
I wouldn't have been open had I played
Warstorm
them, but
Surge.
they were
Whenever a
weaker
creature
than
enters the
everything
battlefield,
Oh, okay.
it's
So I still
Hey.
probably
Yeah,
would've
that's
been
true.
Guys,
Yeah.
Warstorm Surge, creatures,
nice.
creatures
Oh, yeah.
ETB, they deal damage. Is it
To their
1
power.
damage or equal to their power?
Equal to their power.
That one's equal to the power.
Yeah, that's good.
So is the Dragon Tempest, 4 dragons, and then the other Impact Tremors does 1 damage.
Yeah, it's, Impact Tremors is in there.
Play goes to you. I have nothing else I can do.
I'm hoping I get a creature, please. I did! I
Sweet.
did get a creature, please.
I might kill myself with that, by the way.
With what?
Is that Just any creature entering.
No.
deals damage?
No. It's only
It's
hers.
her.
Under my
creatures.
control.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Her creatures enter the battlefield and they deal damage. Is it to each player or target player?
Target creature or player.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
nice and broad. Real nice. Real nice.
I've had
Gives-
that in my hand
Gives
since.
her options.
That was one of my first cards, but it's expensive, and I just now got enough mana,
Yep.
so I had to
6
choose
drops
between
are-
that or
I think
Krenko.
6 drops are the biggest thing in that deck, and there aren't many of them. There's Muxus and Warstone.
I am
and like
paying
Kodama
Paradise
ones.
Bloom. I'm just gonna tap all of it because then I'm playing my commander. And gaining a life because I'm choosing. Hold up. Whenever a player casts a spell, that's the color I choose. So everyone, yours is all red.
I got blue and green. He's got white and green.
I'm picking
You've got-
green for that.
I think green.
Yeah, green is
a
looking good.
call.
Yeah.
Green is the
Yeah.
winner's
Which
choice.
in which case, my commander is green and black, so I gain a life. Yes.
Done.
Yeah.
So, question: if I play Sakashima of 1,000 Faces, copying Kodama of the East Tree,
It's still a blue spell.
but he enters the battlefield as a copy.
It says
of Kodama.
when you cast,
Cast.
Okay,
and you cast a blue spell, that happens.
Cast a
after
blue
as well.
spell. Yep.
Alright, I will drop a plains. And I will go ahead and play Kyler.
Kyler. How did we know that was coming?
Commander. And then I will
This is
also
the last
go
one.
ahead and play a beloved princess for 1. Putting a counter on Kyler.
And then
Yeah, I
Kyler
know.
shares power with everybody
Correct.
else, or with all the
Counters.
humans.
Just the counters.
Yeah,
Just off the counters.
shares counters with humans.
My turn.
Yes.
And this thing can't be blocked by anything bigger than 3 or 3.
3
Draw a card.
Greater.
Oh, you played a green spell, I gain a life. Yes.
I do.
This is great. When I initially I would have probably played that a turn ahead of time. Also, if that counted tokens, I totally would have picked red.
I am tapping 8 for Kodama of the East Tree. That is a creature with a CMC of 6 or greater, so Emoti gives it Cascade.
Oh, that's what he does.
So
remember.
double major will create a copy of Kodama, which isn't legendary,
According to Double Major,
right?
that's what it says.
Except it isn't legendary
Oh,
if the
neat.
spell is legendary.
Oh, neat.
So
Neat.
now I have 2 Kodamas.
Yep. And I think the one triggers the other.
They do.
Oh, Cascade comes out. Ah, you can't. It
You
doesn't.
can't.
Because Cascade, that triggers first.
This is gonna
Kodama's
trigger
not out.
first. Okay. Well, no, this is target creature spell. He totally can.
Oh.
It's not a permanent.
That's
it's
even
a spell.
weirder.
Yeah.
So,
Whoa.
so 2 Kodamas.
Enter.
So this one triggered a Cascade effect, and then there's a drop trigger off of, like this one caused
Then
this, one to do a
comes
drop trigger,
down,
and then they're gonna bounce
and then
back
this
and
one comes out and triggers.
forth. Right.
And then, so play something from this one entering, because
Uh,
this one's out.
So this one technically has a CMC of 6, right? Because it's a copy of Kodama.
That I don't know.
I think
I
so,
would
because a
assume so.
copy assumes all
Yeah, I think so.
characteristics of the card that it's copying. So that's going to be Progenitor Mimic copying Kodama.
Okay.
So there are 3 Kodamas.
Now that comes out, and then both of these trigger,
Right.
right? No, wait, it doesn't trigger off of itself yet.
Let's hold on.
Yeah, but
How does that work? I don't remember exactly what.
Progenitor Mimic, not legendary either.
Progenitor Mimic
make
is
the
not
copy.
legendary, but I'm not going to do it because the copy would assume the legendary quality of Kodama.
Just
So
make
let's
a copy of
don't.
the non-legendary one then.
Right.
You're right. So
I'm
Progenitor
gonna
Mimic.
have to read. Do you mind if I grab this?
Yep.
I just didn't want to.
So Progenitor Mimic will copy the non-legendary Kodama. Then That will.
Okay, yeah, it does not trigger itself because it says if it wasn't put here on the battlefield from this ability.
Right.
So that it still triggers the other one,
Right.
but it doesn't.
But there
double
are
trigger.
enough Kodamas
They'll
now
go
that they chain react with each other.
Yeah, you're going to be able to play a lot of stuff.
Then Magus of the Order off of the next one, and then there should be 2. No, there's 1 Cascade trigger off of the Progenitor Mimic. No, Cascade is a cast trigger, and these are
put.
Input, yeah.
Yep. So that goes to the bottom of my library.
Well, this got interesting, Norm.
That is the top of my library. And
I believe you still have 1 more that you can put down.
From the 5, or no, from the from this one.
right.
No, this one only got 1 of them because the other one was the ability that was triggered and it doesn't get it off of itself. But then that became another one. So when this 5 came out, or 4, sorry. So then the 4 came out. So now you have 2 more triggers off of the 4.
Right.
Which you're doing.
So Eve
thought it had to be
Progenitor
smaller.
Ooze isn't legendary if it's a token. It has Storm.
Doesn't it have to be smaller? Sorry. Yeah, that one costs more.
Okay, then
So you switch
switch
it,
the order
yeah.
of these and do it
that
this
one
way.
and then that one.
And so then
So you got 6.
You can't because this one has to come out first. And it only triggers off 1 of these. Oh, so then you put that.
right,
And then now that that's out,
right, and so there should be.
Wait, did you play the Progenitor Mimic or did that come out with Kodama?
it came out with the first Kodama. With 1 of them.
Okay.
This is all from that first thing. It's still all
Right, so
happening
this
at the
was a
same time.
Cascade trigger.
Yes.
Then
Oh, right. You
Which
paid
then
for
entered.
Which then-
Kodama.
right.
Then
Okay.
this thing entered,
Yep, no,
which
I
played
gotcha, I
that.
gotcha. Yep.
Which then this triggers, which played
You
that.
have to do the
Right.
Progenitor Ooze.
right,
And then that entered, so now these 2 trigger off of this, which you're doing 1 this, so you have another 5 or lower to do, or whatever it has to be.
I'm jazz hands.
Oh,
so
okay. Well then, yeah.
the
either way,
question
it all
the question is how
comes-
many
1.
Progenitor Oozes.
You only cast 1 thing,
Okay,
which was Kodama.
Alright.
Or wait.
Is that what it says?
yeah,
Yeah,
the
'cause it's
Storm is a cast.
unless
trigger.
the Cascade counts as a cast.
I think the Cascade one does too.
So
I think it's
2
cast
of
without
them.
playing its mana cost. So you get 2. 2 casts this turn.
So
Well, 2 copies of that. Yeah.
Is that how it
Okay.
works? Yeah, the Storm. So yeah, you get 2 more.
okay, so there's stuff and the
So you
the
have 3 of those
oozes.
Progenitor Oozes total.
The oozes buff each other.
And 3 Kodamas of the tree. These trees. Oh, this turned out
I
pretty
forgot to
okay.
untap Toski at the beginning of the turn. You have lots of empty. Have a squirrel.
What did your squirrel do to me?
1 damage, and he
damage.
draws a
And I
card.
draw a card. That's dumb. Okay, I wish I had it last turn or before all this, but anyways, that's
My
dumb.
turn?
Yep, go ahead.
Defense.
That was complex.
Yeah, it was,
Goofy.
we muddled through that one.
Yeah, that's the goofiest.
That one got goofy.
There are now 3 Kodama triggers.
And 3 of the Progenitor Ooze, and then 1 of that.
Yep.
And then you still got the. Yep.
Okay, I just brought out Krenko.
Probably a pretty good
And-
move. So 3 damage to anything you choose. Maybe 1 of his oozes. Oh, you could
the
kill his
oozes-
commander. They're both bad.
The oozes
You
are
can kill mine too.
5.
I'll play it again though. I don't care.
Let's see. Sam,
Plus, I
what-
don't think I'm a huge threat right now compared to this man over here.
Sam, what do you least want me to kill?
Yeah, what's the best option?
Oh, I
If
can't.
Toski's
you
out
guys-
and the East trees are out. So out of these things, what does this do
Yeah,
again? I know
uh,
it boosts itself or
Right,
something.
they buff each other, and
That's a big-
so I can't. She can't do enough damage to kill. I don't think anyway. She can't do enough damage
Yeah,
to
because
kill the Magender
there's 3
Ooze.
of them and they all give
She's not big enough to kill Kodama. She could kill Emoti, which means
gets rid of the cascade.
right, or she could kill my Magus of the Order.
I don't know what that does. It's a huge
It's
player and I can't see.
green and tap it, sack it. You go get a green creature onto the battlefield.
Seems like your Cascade would be a threat right now.
That's a possibility. The other is that if you,
I would consider this thing
I
that
am
tutor
tapped
is a
out.
creature.
I am tapped out right now, and I
Right.
like I can't sack Magus of the Order in response to your
Yeah.
target. So
Also, he just played his whole hand. We don't want him getting more creatures, especially a tutor. That tutor's a
Yeah,
deck
that's-
inputs that.
Okay, I'll kill
I'd-
that one.
Especially since he doesn't have the mana right now. If he had the mana, it'd be like, that's a waste. But
Yep.
now might be your only chance to get rid
if
of
I
that
had
without it.
if I
being
had the
against that.
one green mana, then I would just sack. I would just trigger her
What
in response.
what's the couple of big creatures you could go with that? I'm sure you've got some megas in the deck. I'm just glad your hand's relatively empty right now.
So it goes to you.
My first thought was Emrakul is in there,
It's
but he's
cool,
not great.
Oh dang!
Very soon.
Emrakul.
Oh, that only counts as cast. How many casted green things? You casted your
Oh.
commander. And
At least
So, do you mind if the kids munch on some chips?
Yeah.
Three.
They are-
Three.
for cast, a lot of these were put.
Because he stormed twice
You
off
take
the
it off.
projector,
Thank you,
which
honey.
was a cast. Nope, that was a put. So 2.
Well, the first one was, do the storm ones count as cast? Or is it just enter with copies?
When you cast this spell,
Also, he never cast that spell.
Excuse me.
True enough. No copies.
He gets no copies of that. So these 2 are gone, which it doesn't boost itself. You could kill this if you wanted. I still think the tutor would
I don't
might be
think
the
he
best
matters at
move.
that point. Yeah.
so 1v1 that deck just doesn't get a chance to run.
Hey, we
We're-
came across
we're-
something.
We're running back. You don't get ooze copies.
You don't get ooze copies because it says for storm when you cast the spell, and it
Okay.
was put from your hand. It wasn't cast,
Let's see.
so storm doesn't trigger.
Oi. Alright.
Excuse me.
Let me think. Alright.
But still, I mean, it's still.
It's
still
still a
happening.
pretty baller turn.
All right, me. Let's see what I can do because I could use something. Draw a card for turn. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This requires 2 black. And the colorless. I'm playing Bloodthirsty Aerialist. It's a flying 2/3. Whenever I gain life, put a counter on it. Not how many I gain. If I gain 10 life, I still put one counter on it. But if I gain 1 lives, I get 10 counters. That deals damage. That's not
As
quite
long as it
the
triggers
same.
separately. It creates
Right.
counter.
And then I'm using Nisha's. Nope. Yep. Screw it. Wait, no. No. Then I'm playing. I have 6. I can put this on here. I'm playing Luxodon Warhammer. And whipping it to the aerials. Yep. Why not? Seems like a good move. I, however, did not play a green spell, so I did not gain another life.
Okay.
All right. I will be. Let's see. Mask of Avison. We get +1/+2 in hexproof.
How you feeling with your solo Krenko out there?
Very vulnerable.
Yeah, it feels like.
Dawn Heart Wardens.
Well, I only got 2 people, but.
The Covenant ability doesn't trigger at this point because I believe it's equal power.
Nope.
Oh
wait, yeah, it's the
Mask.
No, I thought Coven was 3 creatures of different abilities.
Different
Different powers.
Okay. Oh, Augur of Autumn is the green one. That the Coven on that one is with different abilities.
So I think Coven is always
Yeah,
different
it's always
powers.
3 different
Three
powers.
different powers.
That's the ability Coven.
Yeah.
We'll look it up because I've got Augur of Autumn in here after this game. Pretty sure it's different abilities on that particular card.
I would be pretty impressed because I have yet to come
It's a
across one.
counter because of that. And what does everybody have to block with?
I have a 2/2. I have 3 6/6s, and I have a 3/1.
We've just got Krenko.
I have
You
a
the most life, and you've got
5/3.
about to be gaining life.
and,
Michael, you already have been gaining life. I'm swinging at you with the beloved princess
I am at 43,
for 3.
and I can't block it.
You cannot.
So I'm down to 40.
Life link, so I'll gain 3.
1, 2, 3.
All right. Is that my turn?
And yep, I was done.
Okay.
Back down to 40.
Untapping stuff.
This close.
During my upkeep, Progenitor Mimic creates a copy of one of the non-legendary Kodamas.
I'm glad I don't have to keep track of it because I can't.
You got to really work through some of them. Like I said,
Uh,
I mean, I played forever, and there's still tons of stuff that you either got to stop and think about, like truly, or even look up on the phones. I still haven't come across every situation.
there
yet.
are some people that argue Magic is the most complex game ever. And then off of one of those Kodama triggers, I'll drop an Matrix again for free. This is why I was.
Look at you!
Yeah.
Was that the card that you drew and said that was just stupid?
Yeah, it would have been stupid to be able to double the number of
tokens
that I had made last turn.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
Draw step. Land for turn. I got
Wait, how'd you get the twin thing out?
the Kodama drop trigger.
Yeah. Super weird.
Yep. I told you, this is the ultimate Timmy deck.
Wow.
What does that even mean?
There are 3 psychographic profiles for players. Timmy loves to play big creatures. Like the bigger the creature is, the better for Timmy. Johnny loves to play combos. So like the Joyra deck that I played earlier, that's a Johnny deck.
I'm normally a combo
And
player.
Spike loves to win. Nothing else matters. And so the Timmy, Johnny, and Spike are the 3 psychographic profiles. I need to draw some cards because I'm all out of stuff, you know?
I'm okay with it.
I'm not. I'm just not. So, Norm, what do you have to block me with?
I've got a 5/6 and a 5/5.
And do they have any kind of crazy abilities like Death Touch
nothing,
or Double Strike
Death
or
Touch,
Goofy?
Double Strike,
Or...
nothing like that.
You played that last turn. I gained a life from
Yes,
a green spell.
A green spell.
All right, and Norm has no mana available.
Correct.
What do you have for blockers?
3/3, and it gets a counter from his green spell. Have you played any green spells this turn? Cast, not put.
I've not cast.
Okay, well then I have a 6/4 and a 3/3.
And I'm dangerous. You don't want to mess with me.
Yeah,
I've got
I can
Krenko out
see
there.
huge Krenko action over here.
I'm gonna swing a Kodama at everybody.
Who's getting the commander?
I'll swing the commander at her. And then you can have, they'll just go in this order. Boom, boom, boom. And then Toski has to attack if able. And Toski will swing at you, Norm.
I will take 7.
Okay.
Not
I'll draw.
Toski.
Oh, right.
It's only
Yeah,
one.
I'll block Toski
Okay.
to avoid the draw.
Okay. Then you're going to block.
No. I'm gonna take 6 to the face.
And how big is he?
6.
I'm taking that. I'm
Yep,
not
6
letting
to the
Krenko.
face.
All right.
Oh, it doesn't fear
So-
Krenko or the wife.
There's Norm.
Down to 34.
There's. We're at 39, so you go to 33. And you're keeping track of your own life.
I guess I can keep.
My.
Yeah. I'm off on my life.
I think I played a land for turn. I'm going to Biowaste Blob, playing a green spell, gain a life. Kodama, I get to drop a. I get to drop a permanent with CMC lesser or equal to, and then another Kodama trigger. There's.
So was that all draw?
I drew 2. Let's see. Creature hit you, a creature hit you, and a creature hit you.
Okay.
I drew these 3 cards.
Gotcha.
So I played the Biowaste Blob, and then I had Kodama triggers to drop the 2 lands.
Right.
Yeah, because it's permanents, right?
Correct. It's a permanent with converted mana cost equal
Less.
to or less.
Man, Kodama is so cool.
So
It's amazing that he's not a mythic. The new one is,
so
though.
this, and I have that, but it's not in here, and it
This
should
is
be.
a very interesting game.
Yep, it's a very muddled game. So that is the end of my turn.
Excuse me.
Play passes to you.
Be something good. Oh. No, man. This is not going so well for me.
And my Biowaste Blob and my Eve Progenitor Ooze,
Help each other out immensely.
they do. And I'm about to make more Biowaste Blobs on my next up.
That's what I said. They help each other out immensely.
Debbie, marker?
Do you need cards?
No, I've got that.
Okay, got this.
I'm making one
I need to
goblin.
get a little marker card bin.
They're great. They're like $10 for 500 on Amazon.
Well, I just started putting all my decks into I bought some toolboxes from Menards that are on wheels, and then you stack them.
He was telling me about this.
And now I have a spot to put all my
Does anyone
dice,
have
my whatever.
anything that I can do damage, 1 damage to, and make any difference at all?
How big is that blob?
He's a 2.
Nope.
Nothing? Okay, I'll just give it to Sam direct then.
Oh, the whatever the legendary guy
Oh,
is
yeah.
over there.
Yeah,
Bodhi
this guy
Kodama.
gets rid of his cascade.
Okay, kill it.
Yeah, kill him on fire!
am I perceiving a little salt?
Well, what's everyone's life at? Oh,
Well, I mean,
29,
let's
30,
just-
30. Okay, so it's not terrible. You still are top right now on board
Right.
state
I mean,
and life
and
right now.
I did 6 damage to everybody.
Right.
And that's the source of all this salt.
Right,
I just
right.
want,
It's a little bit.
I just want that on camera.
a little bit of salt.
I did 6 damage, and everybody gets
Excuse me, play goes to you.
Right.
got a bunch of Timmy haters.
Don't tell Lassie. I always think of Timmy and Lassie no matter.
I will be right back because I wanted to show both you guys the solution that I'm using for our sorting and storage.
I think I could have won the game about 10 times by now if Norm was it you who wiped my board state. Oh.
And it definitely didn't help that there were a lot of key goblins that you had out too.
So this is what I'm doing, and I just the other day I ordered like 5 or 6 more of these from Amazon.
Yeah. Look how about even that is. Do fully sleeved deck fit in them?
Yes. I can actually. I have one that has.
Okay. I'm glad we're all using like toolboxes and stuff.
Yep.
Does that have the rubber around the edge to seal out water?
Yes, it does.
My toolboxes do as well. I'm very excited.
So
Water and whatever resistant. Ooh, they come out.
So you
Normal.
can go.
I mean, you should go with something like this.
You can go like that, or they do actually lay.
Do they
Complete.
sideways and?
They go like that, or they
Yeah,
can go
like
like
that.
Any direction. I'm not sure if the
No, not
boulder
quite.
won't. Boulder
What
won't.
about these?
Those
Nope,
might.
they don't either. These are smaller. These are smaller than the Ultra Pros.
But like if you have
Oh,
a,
that's-
The Ultra Pro one.
if you have a 3D printer, you can print one that squares off those corners, and then the stuff fits.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have a 3D printer, but
That is awesome.
yeah, I really like these.
Where'd you get those? Internet?
I was buying them at Lowe's Hardware. Lowe's had them for $20 for a while.
Do those stack nice
do.
on each other?
They, not only do they stack, they clip into each
Yeah, mine clip too. But okay.
and it's
That
modular.
might
So
be your way to go,
Craftsman makes a wheeled box,
Yeah,
and
like
you
mine.
can stack
Yeah.
that on there and clip it and build the monstrosity, the Tower of Doom.
Okay.
How kid proof is it?
It's pretty
Relatively.
kid-proof. It's got some heavy duty clamps on there.
Okay. So, like,
It's big boy clamps.
Hannah and Nathaniel couldn't.
No,
cause
no, they're
damage.
not gonna
Maybe Rebecca.
Maybe if she was determined.
She liked pushing buttons on
Whose
the
turn is it?
thermostat.
Is it mine? I think I
I
stopped.
just
I
don't
got
damage
excited
Sam,
about your
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Rebecca likes to
Yep,
push
I
buttons
tapped
on the
mana, but I haven't played
thermostat.
the thing yet.
But I think that's about
I'm
as far as
playing
your
Dina
information.
Soul Steeper. Whenever I gain life, each opponent loses 1 life.
Okay.
Same as that. It only deals 1 damage no matter how much life I gain.
Okay.
It's not the infinite
It's the
combos.
number of triggers is the question.
Correct.
Who's at the lowest life?
That was a green spell. I gain 1 life. Everyone loses a life.
Okay. And you lost a life.
Gain 1. Alright. Man, I don't know what is going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left.
Okay.
Putting this thing out.
8 mana, nothing to do with it.
Putting that out. Moldervine Reclamation. Whenever a creature I control dies, I gain a life and draw a card. Another green spell. So I gained a life. Everyone loses a life.
All right. Boom, boom, boom.
With that, I'm paying 1. Oh, sorry. Let me get tapping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With that one, I am tapping and drawing a card from the Well of Lost Dreams. 1. Oh, it's a Signet. I wish I had that first. If I would have done it off the first one,
Yep.
then I
Kept
could have
going.
used it for that and then still had the rough days. All right. I did how many? 1, 2 green spells. All right. Attack. Who is up?
I got a 6/6.
Norman, you're the 22. You're feeling pretty ballsy, I think. You got the big guys. You got flying.
No, I got no flying.
It's probably gonna hurt. I'm sending this at you.
Well, how much is this?
4 + 2 + 3. 11. It is a.
4 + 2.
It's got 4 1 counters on it. It's a 2/3, and it's got +3 +0 from this Looks It on Warhammer.
So 4 + 2 is 6. + 3 is 9.
That's a 9er.
Okay. So.
And it's got lifelink?
28. I go to 28.
You feeling pretty good, Norman?
Not feeling terrible, I guess.
I gain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And that's 1 trigger, correct?
Yes.
So everybody loses 1 life.
Yep. And I gain a life and put a counter on that. And then I'm tapping this and tapping this. And since I gained
Gain like
2,
11, I
11.
think, this turn.
11? I put 11 counters on that guy. Wait. Yeah, totally put 11 on one guy. Screw it. I don't care. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
That will do me.
Okay. Did I miss anything important?
I attacked him.
Yep.
And then
he
put a
hit
lot
me.
of counters on him.
Strong on mana here now. Alright, okay, well, I am going to
Elizabeth,
play an Azorius
on
Arrestor.
Daddy's side of the
And I will
bed, there are
detain
some
your
coffee
big guy.
drops. Would you please bring them down?
You
On
don't
Daddy's
happy
side
with
of
yourself
the
there,
bed,
Michael?
metal
I'm
stand.
not anymore. I was feeling pretty smug.
Please bring them here.
And then I will also be playing a. So let me see. He's a 2. Yep, so we're good. I will be playing a dual craft trainer, which also has a Covenant ability, which also is met now because I have 2 and a 1. And then all these are 3.
Yep.
Plus the modifier, which he gets 2 more counters for that. Okay, and now I'm going to be swinging probably at, well, actually, this guy has vigilance, so let's see here. Who's got what for life?
Does he have haste?
Well,
Oh, that guy's
he's
got
been on for a while.
Yeah, I thought you pointed at him.
Which actually they might both become natural.
Yeah, Michael definitely wants to come down and step
have
two on the life.
over there.
Yep, got to be a 1-3.
Yeah, then yes, they're both from natural.
Add it up. I'm not blocking.
Well, first off, his Covenant ability is going to trigger, and I will give this guy double strike until end of turn. His Covenant ability triggers and gives all of them +1/+0 until end of turn.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You are definitely probably getting both of these guys.
Sounds good.
He has vigilance. He does not. This is, excuse me, 7, 8. He is an 8/7 with the vigilance. This guy is a 5. Girl, whatever. It's a card. It's nothing.
It's cardboard.
6. So this one is a 6.
Its preferred
Double.
gender pronouns are cardboard.
Yeah,
it's a
our cardboard
6/5.
and rectangle.
6/5 with double strike.
Neat. So 12 plus 8, you said?
Yes.
All right, that's 20.
You taking that?
Oh yeah, taking it.
Okay, I gain 12 life.
So that puts Norm at 33. And you go to 28.
I will be done.
Okay. I'm going to untap a lot of stuff.
I wish I had a way to flicker that detain guy.
I wish I had a way to wipe your guys' boards.
Progenitor Mimic would make 1 copy, but
I like
Adric's
how,
Niv will trigger.
I finally don't attack you enough to rip and go for him, and then right after that, I get attacked.
No,
by
no,
him.
Seeing 48 life, you're gonna get attacked.
Kodama. So Progenitor Mimic is
I
making.
did, but I'm at 28.
Progenitor
I
Mimic
are.
is making a
Right.
copy, and Adric's
Life doesn't
Niv
matter,
is
no.
doubling
You
that.
can watch one of the pixel
Numbers
rolls
matter.
that you've already seen.
Then-
Life matters.
Life doesn't matter unless you have 0.
The only reason I'm staying alive
Rebecca.
is because of life. Life link.
Rebecca,
Biowaste Blob would make a
Elizabeth,
copy.
Right.
I said one that you've
But
already
you're always
seen.
going to be
but
alive no
watching
matter
the
how
new
much
ones.
life you have, except for 0. So the only number in life that matters is 0.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Right. So
Anyway.
48, 58,
Regardless of my
108
numbers.
means nothing.
I'm gonna get you
Draw a card.
Means nothing. Means you're alive. You're in the game.
right.
1 life, same thing. Means nothing. I will say 1 life's pretty low. 1 life's pretty low. Okay.
I will say this.
Life does.
Life is a resource. But
Life means nothing. I just want you guys all to know that. You'll learn it in about 10 years when you've been playing a while.
You
but,
say that, it totally does mean something.
Unless it's 0, it does not.
If he can deal 107 damage and you've got 106 life, unless you have a way to gain 2 more life,
life means
You
something.
lose.
Right, but that is only because it hits 0.
All right, so
which is the only point I'm trying to make that it matters,
Well,
is
what
if
about
it's 0.
Your
Other than that, me having
you
60
sacrifice
life
50
meant
life,
nothing
you deal
compared
50
to his
damage.
30.
Ether
But
flux
you are
reservoir.
more within reach if I can keep you lower.
True.
I
Yep.
just did 20 damage to you.
Right.
I can't do 60 damage. So I need to keep you closer
should
to
get
around
60
where I can
damage
take
out,
you out.
bro. Try
All
to
right,
get
so
60 in there.
let's assess board state so that I can figure out whether or not I'm attacking.
I got 5 creatures.
They're all huge.
They're not huge.
They're bigger than his.
5/5.
But he's tapped out, so
So I've got a 7/7, a 7/7, and a 6/5.
Okay, so not huge yet.
Oh, and my commander is a 7/8.
okay. I'm gonna stay off of norm for a minute. I've got 3, 4 blobs total. I'm gonna stay off of you for a minute. I'm gonna make some more blobs first. Then, what have you got, Michael? You've got, I see a 1/3, and looks like that's the extent of your ability to.
Yep.
All right, this entered the battlefield this turn. Toski must attack.
Don't look at me.
Toski's going to attack you, and you have 28 life. Is that correct?
Well, attack
Yes.
Toski is going to attack you
For what?
for 1.
Okay.
And
I can't make
then,
my life.
give me just a minute. Then there are 3 copies of Kodama coming at you, Michael, for a total of 18 damage.
Anything else you're attacking with?
Nope.
I'm taking it all.
All right. So that puts you at 10.
You say that. The whole premise of my Niv Mizzet deck
Are you
was
taking-
exactly opposite of that. Because I'm not doing damage to anything but the player. And it's each 1 damage
Tick,
every
tick, tick,
time
tick,
to
tick,
get
tick,
them
tick.
down within range.
Right.
to
I
do that.
draw.
But that's also a draw deck.
Life
4
does
cards.
matter. You only lose if it's 0.
Right.
I get what you're saying.
Right.
I get that.
Okay.
But to get you within range of being able to die, life does matter. If I just let you go wild,
Okay.
I can't do 100 damage to you. But
Right.
if I can do 10 damage a turn and get you
Right.
low enough to do
Right.
that,
Oh.
if that's the only way I have to kill you. If I
Right,
can
but
do
that's also
command damage
only
to
if you can't
then
do
I'll
100
back,
damage. But I disagree with that statement too.
What about
if I
every
can do
time?
100 damage, right?
What about every time the green is played and you gain life? Doesn't that help you?
Yeah, he's still gaining life.
Yeah, I
off
gain
of stuff
life.
like that.
Also, I have lifelink on my big guy.
I am-
so,
So,
it's
but
not
that's
bad.
Doesn't the life matter in that regard?
Not until it's 0.
I'm playing.
And I wouldn't even start worrying until you're down to like under 10.
I'm
And it's a
playing
little different with big games.
3
If your
for
field
Fierce
gets cleared
Empath.
and there's 3 more
It
people to
has
hit,
two
even if they don't
trigger
have a big
that
guy,
I'm
it's
gonna get in a
3,
minute.
4, and 3.
But
I mean, I guess,
off of
but
one of the
for the most
Kodama
part, though,
friendly
life really
triggers,
doesn't
I'm
matter.
gonna drop a
in my
lure,
experience of all the magic I've ever
enchanted
played.
Toski.
I mean, in one turn you can switch from doing like 40 damage to like 950 damage, and then I mean 300 life's great and all, but 900 damage is still bigger.
How big is
if he
Kyler?
plays 5 cheap
7,
humans right now,
8.
all of his people get boosted 9. He'll have like 11 people. That right there is 120 damage. So
Kodama
me having
trigger
60
off of
damage
lure,
or
I'm
60
gonna
life
drop
means nothing.
a
Versus
Vine
having
Snarl,
30 life.
which
Still means the
is
same
tapped.
exact thing. If I had
I'm
100
gonna
life, he's
tutor
still
off of
boosting
Fierce
150 or 120 or
And I'm
whatever.
not saying that
Sam's
for these
had
What I'm
that.
saying is until you're out, life kind of doesn't really matter.
Sam had a deck where he hit me for like 30,000.
Right. So is me
that-
gaining
remember-
60 life a turn mean anything? No.
Not in that game.
Not until you're down to 0. Then it means something because you don't get to play anymore.
And also there's a lot of cards that have conditions based off of what your life is.
There is a few.
The thing I'm willing to say is
Not a
that
lot.
I think life
There's a little more
is
than what
a
you're thinking.
resource.
Compared to the number of cards that don't have that ability, no.
I get that. You
Well,
can
that's
do that
what-
with anything.
Well, we're
Fierce
not basing it
Empath
on
is going
saying
to
this is
fetch
that I could build
Emrakul
a deck
Eon's
that-
Torn.
Arguably has most of the cards that are like that.
Okay, in which case, that one deck would probably matter a little bit more on gaining life.
I still think it matters a little more than what you're giving it credit for.
I think Sam has a deck where every time he draws a card, I lose 1 life, and he's won that way before.
The Mizzet.
Because think about
He
this.
uses that. And then
What?
it's a draw deck. Every card in it, for the most part, draws cards.
Because you could wipe my field before I get a chance to do that 100 and something damage or whatever. Now what am I gonna do?
Build another field
Probably
to do 100
concede.
damage.
I'll betcha.
Would ya?
If you've got that much life,
I guess.
what can I do now?
Build an army and do more than that much life.
If life doesn't matter, stop gaining life. What does it matter?
It gives counters on mine for the act of gaining, not the number of life I have. You're right, it doesn't matter.
Might as well stop gaining life.
So
I didn't attack, for sure. I didn't attack.
Pierce Empath fetches Emrakul the Eon Storm.
Great.
My life doesn't matter. Gaining life matters.
The
I don't
trigger.
get it for how much life I have. I get it for gaining life.
Right.
Gaining life is different. That's
Play
okay.
passes to you.
Still doesn't really matter if you're only gonna get down to 0 later. Hey Norm, I've played a long time and I've kept the same
Yes, I know.
philosophies for
Yep.
like 10 years now, and I've been telling you since we've been playing with Chris, life doesn't matter like when it comes down to it unless you have 0.
Right. And I disagree.
You want tokens?
No, marker.
Oh, gotcha.
Life is your buffer. It could be the difference between you get 2 more turns, you get 3 more turns, you get 1 more turn.
Right.
It gives you more opportunity to do things.
Yep. I'm
We'll
just
see.
like I said. I think life is a resource. You know, the ability to, like, some people don't want to
Still
take any
no.
damage at all,
Right.
and they don't understand the value of, no, I'd rather get hit
You get to do
Yeah.
damage
My
on those
stuff.
and
enters.
keep my board safe.
Which I totally get that too.
I have
Right.
Yeah.
2.
So, but life does. I think the
So I can
total
do 2
does.
damage
I mean,
to something
it's like
or
the-
someone.
With the
Somebody
Kobe
have
deck,
2
I'm
or
either
less.
going to win or lose,
He
but that's how it
doesn't.
is with any deck. I'm either going to win or lose. Yeah.
Does anyone have a 2 or less?
That boost oozes.
I-
that might be a 2.
My Adrix
Oh,
of
it's got
Niv has
ward.
ward, so you'd have to pay
Pay 2
to
mana.
target it.
I don't
But,
see anything else. That's-
my Fierce Empath, I mean, you're welcome to kill that. I don't really care.
What's it do when it dies?
Nothing.
It's the only. She either should do the damage to life, or that's the only thing that will die.
What good does it do me if it dies?
It takes 1 creature off my board. But I've gotten my
yeah.
utility out of him, so
Yeah,
you can do
probably
what you
not.
want with him.
I'd hit life.
I'll hit you, Sam, for 2.
All right.
I like your Bob tokens.
That's right. Bio-waste blob.
Bob token.
Let's see. Does anybody have blockers?
Bob the Blob.
Yes.
Michael, do you have blockers?
I have a 1/3.
1, 3. Then I'm not going to hit you with my 2.
Did you end up casting any?
If I goes to you.
I did cast a
spells?
Fierce
I think
Empath.
I did that one.
I did cast a Fierce Empath.
Okay, well, that was it. It's weird with you because you're making tokens and
Yep,
they're not
I'm-
cast, and then you're
Yep.
putting stuff
And then
down, which also aren't cast.
Yep, it's weird. Eve Progenitor Ooze should probably come out because the storm is dependent on cast, and I don't do a whole lot of
God,
casting.
it doesn't look like you do.
Does anybody have, or mainly Sam, do you have a 3?
Go fish.
I
I don't understand the question.
Do you have a creature that is a 3?
I have a creature that I have a 1/1 and I have a 2/2, but the 2/2 has ward, so you have to pay extra to target it.
Which is the
Life
same
or
problem.
life or mana?
Mana,
How much extra?
2.
2.
2. Okay, let's see how much I have. I have a lot, nothing to do with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8. So
Yeah, that I'd consider getting rid of. How many total Kodamas do you have?
Hold on.
I'm gonna create an additional 2.
Because
Six.
Progenitor Mimic makes extras, and that's doubling them.
I have 6
I would
Kodamas
consider-
right now.
Okay, so what happens if I kill him?
He doesn't double his counters anymore, or his tokens when they come
Right.
out.
Okay, paying for this with 3. Paying the 2 extra. Soul's Fire. Target creature you control deals. What's me? He's tapped. Can I not use that in this
Oh, you
turn?
totally can.
No, you
Okay.
can target.
Target creature you
Krenko.
control deals damage equal to its power to any target. I target.
Just fall of the
Target
hammer.
Adrix and yep. Adrix is dead. Good enough.
How you feeling over there, Norm? You and your lifelingness.
That's the only thing keeping me in it.
I wish I had vigilance. If I did, I'd be a lot happier.
Nope. Never mind.
It's not the
What am I
behemoth
thinking?
sledge.
Is that one?
No. I don't know what one you're thinking. I always forget about the trample part of that one, though.
That is a scary thing.
I would rather
Flying
have
and the-
lifelink
Yep.
and vigilance.
Soul
Just because
Fire
it
is
attacks you
super
a
cool.
lot. That would be great.
I think it's
That's
Michael's
the
turn.
appeal to
Is
the
it?
tracks of.
And you never play green spells, so that's how that goes.
Yep.
Alright! Draw a card.
I'm gonna try to take Norm out this turn.
Trying to keep surviving.
So Michael, if you can chip at Norm a little bit, that's great. And if you can't, then I'll do whatever I can.
If I can keep people from wiping my barn state.
I'm actually doing my best to stay alive.
He's detained, by the way.
Oh, yes, detainage.
Doesn't mean he's tapped.
Oh,
He just
okay.
can't attack or block.
Detainage action
Or
going
accident
on.
penalties.
Right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Play this, which would be -2, put the 7, but it adds 1, so we'll be back to 8. Which will allow me.
Now that instant I played does not trigger my raid bombardment, does it? 'Cause when it
No,
says when a creature attacks.
it's a
with
creature attacking.
power. In fact, since he was using the creature's toughness.
And Kyler has X-proof, right?
Currently, yes.
I don't need color for that, so we'll use these two. Play Arcane Signet.
Well, I only have one choice of what to do if I want to stay alive. I believe.
Playing this as renewal. Nope. Yep. The parrot! Ah, boy. Really wanted to use that to do some cards, but it's not looking good. I got some bounce. Maybe too late for that. Everything that gives haste. What's his other abilities?
Which one fighting?
That detain move was a good move,
know
sir.
that they're fighting.
It was either that or destroy it, but I wanted to play.
Come here, Rebecca. Come here.
I would be much more okay with you destroying it
No.
than detaining it, to be honest.
Come here.
But it's still not looking good, so I'm just gonna boost my.
Yeah, when you're dealing with commander that detain features, just
Yeah, it really does
What is it?
screw with people.
Elizabeth keeps turning on that movie.
I can't seem to.
Well, why don't you work on tidying up your room?
I wish it was a
Or this is the living room. Cassie and this
coven
in your room.
detain
Mama.
would be nice.
Yeah, that would be, but that'd be also really.
Because I could just lay back down. I could have just played down.
Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just play this as
Elizabeth.
renewal. And
Close the door, honey. And I actually
Rebecca,
close
the
it.
shirt is clean. Do not put it in the dirty drawer. Go put it in the drawer.
I'm gonna leave 1 mana open. And need to search for
When
some
in doubt, put
basics.
everything in the dirty clothes.
Makes sense to me.
Open every drawer in the house. Look, there's clothes in there. Let's go put them in the dirty clothes.
Yeah, don't matter.
Not
That
yet, bud.
matters. What's up?
I think they're bored watching TV.
Probably.
We need to go
What?
for a run
What's
in the
up?
snow.
What's up, what?
You were looking at me all weird.
I was trying to determine how many lands I was behind. I don't know what turn we're actually on.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I also couldn't tell you. I've already ramped and whatnot.
Yeah, I didn't just ramp. I stupid.
Do you have a land in your hand?
No, I don't. Well,
What is
I'm
ramp?
mostly because what it comes down to
When
is
you're
I could
going to get
have multiple options,
more lands or playing more than one
and
land
still
per
play
turn.
something big, or now you get to play something big and nothing else.
Yeah, close the door and come down.
I think that'll be one turn too late, so I'll have to, unless I draw a mana.
Everyone
Close the
loses
door
a
and
life
come
in
down
a
But don't talk.
game of life.
Sam, if you grab that little broom and dustbin, he loves scooping up. You can give him a chore to do. He'll be happy. Rebecca, stop. Leave that alone. Set it down.
All of that is fun.
Okay, Nathaniel, go use the little broom and dustpan and sweep up something. Yeah, sweep the living room.
And I gained 7, 8. So now I'm tapping that.
Come on, buddy. No, living room.
It's either I stay alive or I kill Michael's big guy. These are the choices I have left.
Don't kill my big guy, Norm. We won't ever leave.
Oh, how did he get the big guy loose?
He's not loose.
He's not loose. He
Oh,
just is still,
I thought he had to stay tapped.
He's gaining life.
No, he's detained. He just can't attack or block or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities.
Gotcha.
Any abilities.
Any activate?
Yeah, I think.
And activate abilities can't be activated.
Yep, I think activating abilities.
Excuse me.
Well, would you look at that?
If you can chip Norm down a little bit, I think I can.
I can't.
You can't
I
touch
have
him.
nothing to hit him with.
Okay, I can force him to block Toski as long as he doesn't board wipe.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I can try to stay alive.
Because that's where I'm at, is staying alive. I'm not going to kill the big guy there, Michael.
Well, you can if you have to, but you know.
The
What
problem
can you do?
is I don't think I'll be able to stay alive
I also
to be able to kill that guy.
I also gave
So it's
up on
either
my
I s-
plans to play these two
It's
cards
either
because I don't
stay
think I have
alive
enough
during
time.
Sam's turn
I
and
just
then
don't
maybe
think-
still die during yours, or I let Sam kill me. Although I could kill your guy. So I guess self-preservation. I will have to just try to survive.
That's what I did.
Are you done?
Yep.
I am playing a biogenic upgrade and putting 3 counters on Kyler and then doubling the number of counters on him. So he's at 7 counters currently. Can I borrow these?
Yeah, go for it. I got more defense.
And then doubling, which
So
takes
they're
him up
14.
to 14.
So everybody gets big.
Everybody gets big. And
Is it green spell?
yes, it was.
Everyone loses life, I gain life.
Boom, boom.
And the only way for this to work for me to stay alive is for me to attack. So,
Hey, Doggy.
what's everybody got for blockers?
I have
1 big guy and then a 1/3.
I have 3
Well, you're
6/6
getting the guy that
creatures.
You can't block anything.
Well, thanks a
Well,
lot.
you could block it with your Dawn Heart.
I have 3 6/6 creatures. I have 1/1. I have
It's a mini.
4 4s and a 5/5.
Or do I leave people for blockers? What do I do?
You're in a rough predicament, Norman.
Sam will probably double up on me to kill me if he can. Well, okay, regardless, Michael, you are getting this lifelink guy.
Alright.
You can either choose to block it with the dude or not. He also is getting double strike.
Oh, I have
Because
to
of
block. I have to
covenant
block it
ability.
then. I have to.
Because it is 14, 15, 16.
Doubled. I only have 19 life. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to block it with this. Oh, everyone won't be losing that one life now anymore.
And well, that's just my declare attackers. You're getting
Well, regardless,
Daniel?
in order to stay alive.
Is nice and quiet, honey.
I think we might be able to get away because he has first strike. I might.
Ooh.
You'd have to double up a lot.
And then he probably wouldn't be able to take you out next turn.
So Sam, you'll be getting the dual craft trainer. He has a 17-17 with first strike. Sorry, 18-17 with first strike.
Okay. Are you declaring any other attackers at me?
I have 4 tokens. Don't have, but it's not first strike. I do not believe so.
You could still jump block that guy though. Right?
Well, I don't know how many I'm gonna have to block. Is the thing. I don't
Right.
know what I'm gonna need to do.
Right.
So I guess though that'll be what is going on. So
Who's getting this guy?
All right. I will chump block with Fierce Empath.
Because vigilance.
Yeah. Unless you're. The problem is.
But you can block with that.
Right,
guy.
and so can he. And she's
So-
not really a huge threat right now.
No, but I mean vigilance. So I suppose I'll send this one. She is 17-17.
Me?
No,
So-
or sorry, 18-17. Man, I keep doing that.
So what happens if I block that with one little goblin? Does
No,
that
you
stop
lose a
all-
goblin and it stops everything else.
Okay, I'm
But it's
going-
got
I'm
vigilance, so
going
there's no reason
down
not to.
Down to 3 goblins and not take that much damage.
Womp
Okay.
womp womp. I also
I
had
gained
to block
32
and
life.
lost my cool guy.
Putting you at 63.
Don't go.
Correct.
Don't throw away pens, honey. Wait, don't get it back up. Don't get it back up.
It's just a pencil that wasn't sharp.
Okay. My turn.
Check with mommy or daddy
Yes.
before you do it. I said check with mom or dad before you throw it away. though,
Make
in case-
your
in case we need it.
huge people. Oh, not 2 of them though, just 1.
Okay. Hold on. Because some goofy stuff is still gonna happen.
Okay, in for the
Uh,
goof.
all right. Where'd the marker go?
Right there.
Okay. So progenitor mimic will copy Kodama.
Which then you can
What are
put
you
stuff
doing,
if you've
Nathaniel?
got stuff in your hand.
Yeah, and I'll figure that out in a second. So progenitor mimic copies Kodama, and that particular one enters the battlefield this turn, has summon sickness, blah blah blah.
Right.
Every Bob has the ability to make a copy of Bob.
You got 3 bobs, so you make 3 more bobs.
Correct.
Is it really called a bob or?
No, that's
Bio
a-
waste blob.
Ah.
It's a bob. Bob,
Um,
bob.
then
By the way, I just got a few of those.
aren't they?
Like I bought
I don't know.
like 4
There's
or
just
5
something
of them.
about that card that
Just
makes me
because
happy.
I got the extended art one, I got the regular one, I got the.
It doesn't make him happy when I'm playing it.
Yeah.
I will go to my draw
No,
step.
from this end of the field it sucks. Because they double themselves and they keep boosting each other +1/+1. So it's like, yeah, he only made 3 extra, but that's +3/+3 to all of them now
Yeah.
as well.
You know, when I
So-
played his deck and I started using the blobs against him, he did not appreciate it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. Let me see.
What you doing, buddy?
Scooting.
Can you stand up?
All right.
Stand up. There you go.
That was a good upgrade you did there,
Hey,
Norman.
buddy.
I started with that. in
I didn't
hand.
expect
All right.
that was out of what I was thinking was possible.
So let me see.
Doubling the counters on
Let
his
me
dude.
see what's up here. We got Kyler is big with hexproof,
Yes, 17-18.
and then you got dudes over here.
17-17,
17,
16-15.
Yep, 16-15.
Okay. And they got
These are
All big dudes. However,
Careful, bud.
doesn't matter.
all right. So what I'm gonna do?
kind of matters. You got.
It
Hey
doesn't
Norman,
matter.
you got a lot of life.
I'm gonna attack Norm with Toski, and everybody has to block Toski because of lure.
Mhm.
And it's not a targeting mechanic, so hexproof doesn't matter there.
Yep.
Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Literally called lure.
So
I
there's
think I
30.
have that card. I don't use it.
Add it up.
I'm thinking. I'm trying to
Is that-
think if I can kill you this turn.
Well, either you will or Michael will. One of the two.
There's 30.
I probably won't.
I have
However, if you swing all out and leave yourself open, it's gonna be bad next turn.
right.
If I don't die.
Right.
But walking
So here's 2,
About
3,
walking.
4,
It's gonna
5.
be bad next turn.
So there's 5.
No, it's uncomfortable for your
I
foot.
have-
Walk
Oh,
easily.
maybe not 'cause
6.
I don't have mana.
Dogs.
So I only get to do one thing.
7.
Assuming I live. I
You
guess
did get mana.
I have a total of 7 oozes on the field. And these cannot attack this turn, but that's
But also all oozes are plus.
they're buffed
6,
by
6.
each other.
quite
Right.
a bit.
So
Actually, he might buff too, but
There's
just from bios.
that
Sounds
would
like
be
we're fighting the blob.
that would be 18, and 7 more is 25.
There are
1,
some
2,
toys and things behind that rocking
3,
chair.
4.
Can you
Here's
get those
another
out?
30 is 55.
I think Norm survived.
Not by enough.
You at 63
I
now?
can only take out one person.
Right.
You think it'd be you?
Yeah.
I am swinging all out at Norm, and I think it comes to 61 damage, if I'm doing my math correctly. I
got a
have.
calculator if you need it.
Beth
Um,
could even take me out
all right, just a second. I got.
just by playing somebody.
There's.
Did you cast any green? Oh, did you play lure this turn?
No, it's a couple turns ago. I haven't actually played anything this turn. So I have 7 oozes on the field. So here's between these 3, there's 21.
Excuse me.
And then that's a 2/2 plus 7 is 9 is 30. Oh, it's more than I thought.
They're all plus 6.
Right.
Well, that one's plus 6.
Nathaniel, please walk.
That one's for each other ooze on the field. So that one's an 8. So it's 29 damage at this point. And then so it's 29 there, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. A 6th one is another 36 damage. So 29 damage from the oozes, and another 36 damage
That'll do it.
is 65.
Yep.
And you have to block Toski. So there. I am wide open, but Norm, you're out.
You're not wide open. You have 3 bobs and a
Oh,
Kodama.
you're right. I'm not.
Yeah.
And the bobs.
So even if Norm
Are
blocks you,
formidable.
he's dead.
I did block.
And Kodama has reach.
Everybody had to dogpile Toski.
And Kodama has reach, so my flying guy also can be blocked by just a Kodama. Oh yeah.
Let me see what it was.
Increasing devotion.
Create 5 1/1 white humans.
But don't
Ah,
worry,
They're humans, so they
I
all
know,
just
that's
pile
That's
on.
what I was hanging on to for your big guy.
Tap him.
That doesn't have to go up there.
Oh,
She's
it's
fine.
destroyed.
The bird broke. That's just a hand.
However, I could have just, if I'd have thought about the ability, could have just played him and used him to keep him
tapped.
But at some point, I would have to sacrifice that 2 mana to play the 6 to boost up him. So there's not, you know.
Okay.
I mean,
play passes to you. I got a lot of stuff tapped, but my relevant blockers are 3 copies of Blob, Biowaste Blob, and a Kodama
With reach,
with reach.
which matters,
It does matter.
especially since I have 1 fly.
That's right.
He's really big, but I can't get him through to you.
and
you
each
can go
turn,
upstairs and watch
he'll
the movie.
just
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I don't have another turn. I don't think either of us do.
Well, the thing is each turn he'll just replenish his reach.
Well, he's always gonna have at least this many blobs, and then one
Marker.
Kodama.
No, I mean his reach.
Right, the Kodama
Because of
gets
the progenitor.
progenitor makes a
Progenitor
Kodama
mimic is gonna
answer.
keep
Regardless,
making-
if you kill him off, he'll
And
still
I'm
just
gonna swing at you with Toski next, and everybody's got the dog pile Toski.
Okay,
Cost
I
two
just
plus
brought
four.
in 4 more.
All right. So who's taking damage?
Excuse me.
Or is it the ETB trigger? What do you got going on over here?
Yep, 4 more, so it's 4 one-time damages.
Is that me or Michael? Who do you want to hit?
What life are you at? I can't see the yellow.
I'm at 19.
19. I'll hit Sam.
All right. So for 4,
Mm-hmm.
puts
With
me at
another
19.
Excuse me. I'm not done.
Okay.
So, sorry. You don't go after me anyway. I'm just saying I'm not done yet. I have something I'm going to try to do.
You look giddy. What's going on?
Excuse me. Okie dokie. Let me think real quick.
Want to check your boulders?
7.
No, I know you did.
think-
That was more for him
my
saying.
Tatiova is.
I was mostly saying,
I'm
Sam,
gonna
pay
see-
attention. That way you don't have to bring them out later when you go, hey, what
I
happened?
got Tati over there. So that's my green boulder,
Yeah,
and my
bring
red boulder is over here with
Tyler.
Krenko.
What you got?
Okay, I hope I do this right. I'm gonna tap 1 for Goblin War Strike. Goblin War Strike deals damage equal to the number of goblins you control to target player. I have 8. So
Okay.
that's 8 damage to you, Sam.
So I'll take 11, or I go down to 11 rather.
Okay. Then, I'm gonna play 3 more for Massive Raid. Deals damage to target creature or player equal to the number of creatures you control, which is, again, 8.
So I take another 8, puts me at 3.
And then, I hope I did this right. I'm going to tap 4 more for Breath of Fury. I'm going to enchant it to 1 of my goblins.
Okay.
And then when enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, sacrifice it and attach Breath of Fury to a creature you control. If you do, untap all creatures you control, and after this phase, there is an additional combat phase. So if I understand correctly, I can attach it and attack you, lose that one, attach it to another one. Is that
Only
can-
if it
that
gets
works?
through.
Right, I
He
can-
will, he
I
will
can
most
block.
likely
Okay.
block that one so it
So-
doesn't
Yep.
get through.
It's not in blockable. Well, maybe I can't use it right.
There are some unblockable mechanics in that deck, but I don't think you have drawn any of them yet.
Another way to do it is if somebody doesn't have a blocker, just swing at them with that
With the one, and then sack it,
Everybody
and then
else.
on your next attack, swing the new one at him, and keep attacking everybody else using that person as the open attack.
So do you have any blockers?
I have 1.
Yeah.
He is really big.
Yep.
And he's got
Then-
lifelink.
He does have life.
So,
I think I'll just attach it to the one and not.
want a minion?
Yeah, I won't attack though. Can you hand me another card, please?
So is that Michael's turn?
Yes.
All right, what you got, Michael?
Play land. Store buy for the win, probably.
And I don't have any more cards.
I have been saving a card in my hand since the beginning of the game. And Sam, it's probably going to be your undoing.
I'm hoping not.
I at least took you down a little bit.
You took me down a lot.
I might have been able to take Michael out of the game if I hit him as hard as I hit you, because you were at 23 and he was at 19. I brought you down to 3. So,
He would have gone. He would have gone out of the game if you.
but then you'd have directed everything at me and I'd be dead.
Very possible.
I guess I'm playing that guy. And I guess I'm playing Elixir of Immortality. And then I'm playing Defiant Bloodlord.
Which is.
Whenever I gain life, target opponent loses that much life. And then I'm attacking her and dealing all that damage to you as well.
And so you're declaring your attackers, right?
Yes.
How much?
Why wouldn't you attack him?
Because he's got reach.
You
Fog.
got trampled.
You do not gain life.
Oh, I don't gain anything.
Fog.
I don't lose
You
anything
can do
either.
the damage to her.
Either way.
Well, I'm just saying you have trample. It would get through. It's big enough.
It's also got flying.
I'm
Your
just.
argument was he has reach.
And I'm saying.
It's not big enough to Yeah. I know. I get that.
Right.
I was just saying for your plan, you could have taken both out this turn.
I was taking both out this turn. It's got lifelink. I hit her for 30 something, and then
What's
this
her
thing
life
deals
at?
30 something to him.
27.
Right.
But Fog saved us both. Thank you, Sam.
Right.
That was it. Now he wins.
All right.
That was a good fog. I saved that till the end of the game, and apparently you saved the
I was
fog.
holding that
That's how it
fog.
should be, though.
I was holding that
That's a
fog.
classic game.
Um,
I mean, do you have anything to stop it?
I
also don't.
nothing. I have no
That
cards.
was my entire hand as well.
Mine too.
So, good game, Sam.
Yep.
Oh.
Whatever. All right.
Dang, so close.
Yep. I was gonna Toski you.
Yeah.
Can you,
I know
can you
that.
kill me?
Yeah, I'm about 90% certain.
I think he can get both of us this turn. That
Yeah,
was a huge amount of...
I get to draw a card for every single. I'm 2 mana off of paying for Emrakul, and every creature that gets through to him, I get to draw a card.
If I could hold out for one more turn,
You can
then
win.
just doubling them would be enough to kill you.
Yeah, because of the 3.
But I was holding a Rabid Bite, and I can kill your Krenko before you create
Before you
more
make 'em.
goblins.
What a good game.
That
Everyone was 1 turn away from trying to
I
victory.
know.
You could have killed with the goblins. You had a huge army. I got fogged.
Imminent
And Norm
death
had a huge
was
army of
everywhere.
huge people. Do you see a
Imminent-
way we could win, Norman? I don't.
Imminent death was everywhere.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
And even if I was able to draw a card, it was just
Yeah,
a
that's.
card, wouldn't it?
I feel like
I don't see a way I could get myself out of that, so I'm good. That was
all right.
classic.
I'm gonna kill the camera.
Good.
Alright.